And good evening, everybody, and welcome in to the home of the Stratford Eagles. We are at the Eagles Nest in the gymnasium here tonight. Good evening, Russell Deese, along with John Kosader, who I'll bring in with us here in just a minute. It is a Friday night as we wind down the regular season. Tonight it's a GHSA Single A action as the Tattnall Trojans come knocking at the Eagles Nest to take on the Stratford Eagles. These two teams, Stratford 11-11. And 5-4 in Region 7A. Tattnall goes 12-10, and they are 6-3 in Region 7A. Stratford comes into this game tonight averaging 62.6 points a game, giving up 60.5 a game. Tattnall, on the other hand, well, as John will tell us in a minute, they can be streaky. They're at 48.5 points a game, and they are giving up 46.5 the last time these two teams met. Just a couple of weeks ago, well, completely opposite of their averages, as Tattnall lit it up for 83 points to Stratford 67 and came away with the win. So without further ado, let me bring in my broadcast partner, John Kosader. John, good evening. Ought to be a good boys basketball game here tonight.
Looking forward to a very good ball game. This is going to decide who finishes second in the region. Huge, huge factor in this game for both teams. It's also a very big game when it comes to the GHSA private school power rankings. Stratford sitting at 21. Remember, the top 24 teams make it. Tattnall Square perilously 23. I talked to Jarvis Smith this week. He said, we lose the next two games, Russell, we're not making the state playoffs.
Right. Well, the region playoffs will come next week. But like you said, it's about the power rankings and getting to the state playoffs. You had the honor to do the girls' game earlier. Stratford girls look really good here tonight.
You know, they're not 23-1 for nothing. Mary Lane Mitchell and Nadia Reese, two quality juniors who can shoot the ball from outside, get to the paint. And then Coach Ed Smith has a lot of role players. They're going to be tough to beat in the region, and watch out for them in the state tournament.
All right, we'll take our first time out. We'll come back and give you your starting lineups when we get back after this message. It's GHSA basketball on DSBN. We'll return after this.
To be the best, you need the best in hydration and nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport IV Nutrition.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Wesleyan, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Wesleyan.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
We get ready for basketball here at the Eagles Nest at Stratford. Quickly, your starters for Stratford. Number 1, Isaiah Josie, the sophomore. Number 3, Devin Butts, your captain, 6'5", 176 senior, a commit to Mississippi State. Number 12, Jack Miskell, a sophomore, 6'3", 180. Christian Palmer, your other captain, number 14. And number 15, Will Baxley. And John will give us the Trojans after the tip here.
All right, we're going to go with number 24, Griffin Hardy. He's a freshman. Number 12, Dawson Brown, kind of the defensive stopper, to go along with Justin Walton, Jamil Stanley, and Paul Kelly.
They'll look to Jamil Stanley a lot tonight. They'll start tonight, Paul Kelly, and he'll turn it over, and it'll go the Eagles' way. Christian Palmer, captain, all-around great athlete here for this basketball team, football, you name it. He's done it here at Stratford, and the senior is a co-captain here tonight. Miskell, and he'll turn it over quickly to Devin Butts. As we said, Butts a commit to Mississippi State. Drive the basket, go up, no good. Tattnall can't hold the rebound, and they do, and Jamil Stanley will take it, and they'll come the other way with it. Drive to the basket will go number 3, Paul Kelly, up and good, and Trojans take the lead at 7:15, 2-0 in this open period of play. John, his Tattnall team, his Stratford team, both. They're either hot or they're cold. What's it going to be here tonight? Long three-pointer, no good by Isaiah Josie. Come back the other way with Paul Kelly.
I don't think we're going to see an 84-point outburst like last game. I wouldn't be surprised to see this game played in the 60s. Both teams going to play hard. Going to be a lot of defense in this game.
Going to try to feed it inside, and he's going to turn it over, and Butts will take it the other way for the Eagles. Drive, shoot at the top of the key. Up and good, and he's just short of a 3-point. And that ties it at 2. And let's see, do we get a foul on the play? We did. We get a hand foul reaching in on that. I'm not for sure who that was on. It may have been Paul Kelly.
Dawson Brown.
Dawson Brown, yes. That's his first of the night. So Devin Butts will go to the line. In and out, and we stay tied at 2. Paul Kelly brings it up the court for the Trojans. Paul Kelly with a 3, and he's hot again, John. We saw him last time against Mount DeSales, and he got hot late in that game too.
You call Paul Kelly is as streaky a shooter as he goes. He'll go a quarter without missing a shot, and then the next quarter he won't hit anything. But when he is on, he is on.
Christian Palmer handles it. And going to dump it off outside to number 15, Will Baxley, and they'll trap him over in the corner. Going to take it, and Tattnall's going to get the turnover. No, they won't. They'll give it in to Devin Butts, and he'll take and jump up. No good, but he got fouled. And that's on number 5 that time, and that's Justin Walton, the sophomore freshman guard.
And what you're seeing already, they're going to run 3 different guys. Jarvis Smith calls it his 3-headed monster. So Dawson Brown going to come out now, and Connor Toth going to come in, and that's how they're playing this boxing one. One guy is going to harass Butts the entire night. The other 4 guys will be playing a zone.
So they check in with number 11, Connor Toth, and it's no good, and 5-3, and Butts has all the points for the Eagles so far. Paul Kelly has them all for the Trojans. Take, and Butts is going to get a turnover underneath on the side of the basket. He's going to drive, and they're going to double him. He's going to drive all the way to the basket, and we're going to get a reach-in foul here, I believe. And that's going to be on number 11, and that's Connor Toth, who just checked in for number 12, Dawson Brown. And as you said, they're going to try to keep the pressure on him all night. And obviously they would like to see him get into some foul trouble as well. Going to take it. Going to be a long shot, and short of a 3. Back inside the rebound it is by Ben Baxley, who has checked in the game for the Eagles, and he gets the putback. And we're all knotted up at 5 apiece, John.
Nice job of rebounding the basketball by Stratford. It's not Tattnall's strong point. They've got to do a better job.
Good feed inside that time. He was gripping Hardy trying to go to Jamil Stanley, but just couldn't handle it. A little too hot for him, and they'll turn it over, and Christian Palmer will take it up the court and get some help now by Isaiah Josie, the sophomore. Palmer on the far side, going to drive, kick it out to Josie. Josie's going to go for a 3, up and no good. Trojans get the rebound that time, pulled down by Griffin Hardy. Come the other way, got a man wide open under the basket, and going to have to turn it over. He was trying to go to Caden Toth, and it was no avail. Josie's going to drive, and it's going to be a clean block that time by Stanley, and the Trojans come back the other way with it. Long three again this time. No good from Paul Kelly. Rebound for the Trojans. Caden Toth now kicks it way out in a three. That time by Connor Toth. And the brother hits it to the brother, and they make a three out of it. 8-5 is your score. Good ball handling right there, John.
No doubt about it. Beautiful pass by Caden off a tough rebound. Gives it to his twin brother. Not only brothers, but they're twins.
But off the rim from three-point range, and it'll go back to Trojans' way.
So the two things I'm seeing right now, Russell, Devin Butts off to a 1-for-4 start from the field. They've only scored 5 points in 4 minutes, but Tattnall Square turned the ball over 5 times already. Josie
will go out, and it'll come the senior Kiki Thompson, number 13. They'll work the ball around the perimeter, look for something inside. Now they'll drive the basket, go up, no good. Will he draw the foul? And let's see who that's going to be on.
Stratford, number 13, McKinley Thompson.
Said number 13, Kiki Thompson, picked up that foul.
And I believe that's short for McKinley.
I kind of like Kiki.
We're going with Kiki. First one up and good.
It's on their roster, you know.
Right. Well, it's actually Maxwell Sports right.
Okay.
But I checked it against the Stratford. Second one up and no good. And Thompson with the rebound, and he'll give it to Christian Palmer. And Mr. Palmer will bring it up. And you're going to hear Mr. Palmer's, I'll just give you a hint, name again as far as sports goes here in the next few days. And we'll leave it at that. And back in, Christian Palmer gets a rebound. Tattnall couldn't handle it. Had a shot at it, John. They just couldn't control it. Good job by Christian Palmer to follow his shot and get that rebound.
Love Christian Palmer. Great football player. Probably would have been more recruited on the basketball court if he didn't play football, Russell, but he gave his time to play a quarterback position.
Up and good, and he did a good job for Mark Farabee in that position over the last few years. Jack Miskell now going to drive the basket, go up, no good. Could have got a foul, didn't get it. Stanley will come this way for the Trojans, and that's a 4-point lead at 11-7. Feed it inside, now they'll kick it off. Go outside to number 10, Caden Toth, up and no good. Butts with the rebound, the Eagles will come the other way. Drive to the basket, and that is a pretty way to handle the basketball right there, and you can certainly see the potential in this young man as he gets ready to go play in the SEC.
Lots of athlete right there. Nobody else in this league can probably make that play. I don't know, maybe a Wilco kid, but it's just an excellent basketball play.
Beat it inside to Griffin Hardy. Now they'll kick it back out, and it's going to get stolen, and Miskell will come the other way with it. He'll drive the basket, go up, and it'll be good. No foul call. They'll go the other way, and we're all knotted up at 1:54 in the period at 11 apiece.
I'm telling you, just hold on, because this is the way this game's going to be the entire night.
And we're going to get a hand inside, and I believe that's going to be on number 10, Ben Baxley, maybe. Let's see. They'll take it in from the baseline. And I believe that was on Baxley, number 10. Sykes checks back in. Miles Morris will come in for the Trojans, along with number 24, Griffin Hardy. He'll check out.
And that's 34, Cole Rowland coming
34, I'm sorry. 24 will check out, Griffin Hardy. Miles Morris from inside. He'll come off the bench and hit two immediately and give the Trojans a 13-11 lead. Another young man whose name you're going to hear shortly in this coming week with some more athletic news. Jump back, and it's going to be short by Jack Miskell, and the Trojans will bring it the other way. Paul Kelly. He'll feed it to Toth, and Caden Toth to draw the foul, and we'll see who it's on. And I believe that was on Christian Palmer. No, take that as Kiki Thompson, or McKinley if you prefer.
Kiki.
Caden Toth to the line for the Trojans with a 13-11 lead, and he'll take his first shot. First one's up, no good, off the rim.
You know, Russell, you look at Tattnall Square right now, they've got one starter on the court, 4 subs in there. Very deep team, no superstars. He'll play 11.
Ben Baxley will check in along with Will Baxley for the Eagles. Devin Butts will hand it off to Christian Palmer, and he'll bring it across the half-court line. Over to Josie. Back to Palmer with a long three. Up and no good, and Trojans get the rebound, and they'll bring it back this way with Paul Kelly. Number 34 on the rebound. Good board by Cole Rowland, John.
Cole has some great moments on the court sometimes.
Throw it inside, and here's a chance. He can't go up. Miles Morris can't get it. Now they'll look, kick it out from a long three. Top of the key, no good. Trojans a battle, but they won't, and he'll go the other way with Josie. He'll hand it back off to Butts, who'll bring it across the half-court line. 14-11, 32 seconds to go here in this first period of play. You're listening to GHSA Basketball on DSBN, and we are glad to have you with us tonight. Don't forget, like us on Facebook. Guess what? We're broadcasting live there tonight as well. We've got you covered. YouTube, our network site, and Facebook Live. All 3 streams at the same time. You can watch it at the house on the big screen. Just go to your YouTube app and go to DSBN Sports in full HD. Underneath, great pass, left a man alone, and that was Will Baxley, and you can't lose your back door like that. Into the period, we'll take a timeout. 14-13, Trojans on top. We'll be back.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariete, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Back on campus of Stratford Academy, Russell Deese and John Kosader. We go to the second period. 14-13 is your score. John, we've had opportunities for both teams shooting-wise. Has not been the best percentage, but both of these teams are really hustling and running a little bit early in this ball game and playing fair defense as well, too.
No doubt about it. Tattnall's off to a 2-for-6 start from the 3 line with 6 turnovers. They're going to have to do a little bit better than that. And Devin Butts off to a kind of slow start. He's 2-for-6 from the field right now.
Isaiah Josie, Will Baxley, Christian Palmer, along with Ben Baxley, and number 3, Devin Butts, on the floor for them. Trojans will go Stanley, Paul Kelly, Dalton Brown, Miles Morris, and Cole Rowland. Stanley inside, kicks it out to Rowland. He'll drive the baseline. No good. Stanley's going to go up, get blocked, and he's going to draw the foul, and I believe that's going to be on number 15, Will Baxley, and I believe that might be Will's second of the game.
I think you're right. And already Tattnall Square going to the line for the 5th and 6th time, and Stratford has been to the line only twice.
Devin Butts to the line twice for the Eagles. Jamil Stanley gets the opportunity now for the Trojan. He hits the first one, 15-13 in the second period. He'll get both of them, and they'll go up 16-13. Christian Palmer will do the honors for the Eagles, and he'll bring it across the half-court line. John, this is going to, I think in the second half, this thing's going to really ramp up. 2 teams that know each other, and not to mention the history of the rivalry that dates back about 45 years.
No doubt about it. Great crowd here tonight. Great atmosphere for high school basketball.
Justin Walton grabs a rebound. The freshman at 5'10". Jamil Stanley, he'll go to Walton. He'll move it over to Miles Morris. He'll look to go the other way, and he'll turn it over to Devin Butts, and he'll run with a 1-on-3 break, and now it'll collapse on him, but he'll go with a long 3 off the backboard. It's good when we're all tied up at 16 apiece. And that was deadly from long three-point range.
We're not going to tell anybody it went off the backboard. You said enough about that. Bottom line, three-pointer.
It was pretty. Miles Morris will look. He'll cock the trigger but not pull it. Try to go inside. Stanley will get the rebound up and good. And the Trojans go back to a 2-point lead. Butts will bring it up for the Eagles.
Jamil Stanley, a tough matchup. He's 6'5". He plays point guard. He plays power forward. He's all over the basketball court.
Christian Palmer now out to a three. Long three up and good by Ben Baxley, and that is good. And they'll lead it 18-19. First lead of the night for the Eagles.
Telling you, this is the way this game's going to be played, Russell. I mean, 5-point lead is huge in this game if anyone ever gets there.
Stanley will look at it at the top, throw it inside to Cole Rowland. He'll go up, miss it, rebound that time by Will Baxley. Go to Butts, and he'll bring it across. Going to feed it this time, and it's going to get off its foot. An errant throw to Christian Palmer, and the captain couldn't hang on to it. Cole Rowland will check in, out. Griffin Hardy will check in.
If Jarvis Smith does not get what he wants out of somebody, they're going to come sit down with him, and they'll get a chance later on in the game to see what they can do then.
Looks like Paul Kelly will get ready to come back in as well, too. Justin Walton on the floor right now. Walton to Stanley, and it'll be knocked out, and that'll give the Trojans the ball. And Miles Morris will check out rather. Paul Kelly will get back in. Be important for Paul to get hot from the three for the Trojans, just as it is for Butts and maybe Josie as well, the sophomore for the Eagles, to get hot from the outside. Stanley will work it, and up and no good. That time by Justin Walton, it goes wide. It was a three-point if it had gone, but he went over the basket, and here comes Butt, and he's going to run. He's going to drive, going to feed it, and it's going to go off the hands of Stratford, and he was trying to go inside to Ben Baxley and just too hot to handle, John.
Yeah, Devin trying to get the ball inside a little bit more than I've seen him do. He likes to sit out that three line, but he's as aggressive as I have seen him on the basketball court.
Justin Walton, Dawson Brown tried to go up top. Griffin Hardy on the court, along with number 5, for Jamil Stanley and Paul Kelly. Foul on Devin Butts. Is that his second or his first? I think that's his first.
I think it's his first, yeah.
Griffin Hardy at the line, up and good. Tried to bounce out of there, but he got it to stay.
Griffin's on the board. Tattnall 5 of 7 from the line so far. Good start at the line.
And they tied up at 19 to take away the second lead of the night for Stratford. Second shot up and no good. Rebound, Butts will get it. Josie and number 10 went up, Ben Baxley, to get it. Went off their hands, and Butts takes it. And the captain will bring it up the floor. Get a good screen, and it'll get knocked away that time. Go over to Christian Palmer. He'll stand up and kick it back out. They'll rotate it around. Good basket work. Inside rebound for the Eagles, and it's up and in, and that's Jack Miskell, the sophomore forward and guard at 6'3", 180, puts it in, and the Eagles are back on top by 2 at 21-19 at the 4:06 mark of the second.
Stratford's doing a little better job on the boards, especially the offensive boards, than Tattnall's doing right now. Tattnall not a great rebounding basketball team.
High, and it's off the hands. You got to get. I think they need to. Went to Paul Kelly. I know Jamil Stanley's a big man. He's a good shooter from the outside, but you got to get him inside a little bit.
Well, he's inside right now. So let's see. Him and Griffin Hardy, that gives you 2 6'5" bodies in there. Right now, Stratford been a little bit too quick.
Kick it out, and that's Baxley with a three-point, no good, and Stratford Miskell will get the rebound. He's going to kick it out to Christian Palmer, long three, no good. Can the Trojans get on it? And number 5 that time got it for the Trojans, Justin Walton and Jamil Stanley. I would like to see Jamil more on the inside, on the offensive side of the board too, if they could work him in a little better.
They're going to put him in that middle right now, gives him an option to go down low.
Paul Kelly with a three, no good. Christian Palmer with a rebound. Come back the other way. He's going to drive all the way to the basket, and he's going to get fouled. I'm not for sure he didn't maybe walk on that, but they didn't call it. And let's see who that foul is going to be. They're going to call it on number 4, and that's Jamil Stanley. And so Palmer will go to the line with a 2-point lead for the Eagles at 3:05 in the second. First one's up and good. Timeout, or substitution. Will Baxley will come off. Ben Baxley will go out.
And here's what we see for Tattnall. 3 players at a time checking into the ball game. And right now Jarvis Smith is hunting for the lineup that's going to work tonight.
4-point lead after they hit both of them. Miles Morris, Jamil Stanley. Caden Toth will be on the floor. Connor Toth will be on the floor along with Paul Kelly. Going to drive the basket, going to hum up, and he's going to hit it, and he's going to pull up Caden Toth. And the junior gets the jumper, and it's a 2-point game, 23-21. Eagles on top with 2:39. But Palmer looked at it and then pulled the trigger and pulled it down on a great drive to the basket. Up and good for Christian Palmer.
Nice, nice, nice. That's all you can say about that.
That's good footwork.
Looks like a quarterback.
I wonder why. Caden Toth now. Miles Morris will feed it. And it's going to get over that Isaiah Josie. And he's going to get the foul from Miles Morris as he ran into him. And so Josie will take it, and he'll throw it into Devin Butts.
You see where Jamil Stanley's been the last 2 times on offense, Russell.
Yeah.
He's on the block, but they haven't been able to get the ball to him down there.
I would certainly get it inside to him if I could. I think that's an advantage for him. And, of course, we know he can shoot it from the outside, too. Stratford will control it, kick it way out to Christian Palmer. Now he'll drive again, and he'll travel this time, and he got the call that time. Turn it over, Miles Morris.
Good defense right there. Tattnall's running.
Paul Kelly will control it now for the Trojans, and he'll try to get some help out here with Caden Toth. Jamil Stanley inside to Miles Morris. He's going to control it. Butts is going to be right there on him. Jamil Stanley with a rebound. Can he hang on to it? And we may have our first jump of the night, and we do. And the possession arrow will go to Tattnall. So fighting hard for the ball down there was Josie and Miles Morris. Throw it in from underneath. Up, no good by number 10, Caden Toth. Jamil Stanley will try to get a rebound, and they'll say it went off Butts, and Butts is not happy with that call. And they're going to, the referee's going to overrule the other one, and they're going to come back the other way.
Good work by the officials. The officials were excellent in the girls' game, and they're doing a great job handling this basketball game, too.
Good call. Saw the action the whole way.
And the referee goes right over by Jarvis, and Jarvis gets to jaw at him a little bit.
Up and no good. Miles Morris with the rebound. 4-point game. 71 seconds left to go in the half. Back to Jamil Stanley. He'll work at the top. Going to run it out, and that's going to be a Connor Toth. No good, and they'll fight for the rebound again. And the Eagles will control it. Butts will come back this way with a 4-point lead in 53 seconds. Christian Palmer, another long three. Up and no good. Rebound, Trojans. Paul Kelly gets it, brings it back down. Now he'll be boxed in a little bit. Go to Miles Morris and give him a little breathing room. Paul Kelly over to Toth. Toth to drive it. Paul Kelly will take a look at it. He'll go a long three. Up and good. 25-24. 24 seconds to go, and it's a 1-point game.
He's the guy.
Going to be fun if both of these outside shooters for both of these teams start getting hot in this second half.
Paul Kelly up to 10 points now. First points of the quarter, though.
Christian Palmer down to 7 seconds. He'll look for a little help and try to get the last shot. He's going to take it up, and are they going to get the foul? And he traveled, and the Trojan with 2.7 seconds will get a shot at this. Down by one, 25-24 as we get ready for halftime here on GHSA basketball on DSBN Sport. Let's see, do we get a timeout?
I think Christian probably got hit in the nose right there. Might have a little bloody nose.
Yep, they're going to call a time. Let's see, they're going to look for a little problem on the court maybe. See if anybody left some blood, sweat, and tears out there.
Or, you know, maybe a contact right there, but I don't know. I think more people would be looking if it was a contact.
Well, stopped it at 2.7 seconds. Jamil Stanley going to drive, and he's going to have to make the shot up, and no good. So we'll go to the half, 25-24. Eagles lead it in a good one here at the Eagles Nest on Stratford Academy. We'll go to halftime. We'll be back. 25-24 is your score. Stratford leads it. You're listening to GHSA basketball on DSBN Sports. We'll be back.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariete, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. Since 1989, Crosby Roofing has been the source of quality roofing in Middle Georgia. Inspections and estimates are always free, commercial or residential. No job is too big or too small. You can trust Crosby Roofing for a clean job site, no upfront fees, and a lifetime warranty on shingles. Discounts for senior citizens. Crosby Roofing, quality you can look up to.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here, my kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing, all these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We've teamed with Mercer, and we'd be happy to team with you. Go Bears!
Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. Since 1989, Crosby Roofing has been the source of quality roofing in Middle Georgia. Inspections and estimates are always free, commercial or residential. No job is too big or too small. You can trust Crosby Roofing for a clean job site, no upfront fees, and a lifetime warranty on shingles. Discounts for senior citizens. Crosby Roofing, quality you can look up to.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches. We put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery. And our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming interiors and exteriors for over 100 years. Where you see a blank wall or old porch, we see potential. Add warmth and elegance to your home with an updated entryway, porch, or kitchen. At Cherokee Brick, we cut out the middleman and provide a robust selection of colors and sizes to fit your brick needs. Visit us online to find out more about where you can purchase Cherokee Brick, straight from the manufacturer.
To be the best, you need the best in hydration and nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport IV Nutrition.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We want to be your Middle Georgia allergy team.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariete, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. Since 1989, Crosby Roofing has been the source of quality roofing in Middle Georgia. Inspections and estimates are always free, commercial or residential. No job is too big or too small. You can trust Crosby Roofing for a clean job site, no upfront fees, and a lifetime warranty on shingles. Discounts for senior citizens. Crosby Roofing, quality you can look up to.
I'm Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here, my kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We've teamed with Mercer, and we'd be happy to team with you. Go Bears!
Welcome back as we caught our breath there at halftime. Russell East, John Kosader, 1:20 to go here in the halftime before the buzzer to get our second half action. 25-24 is your score. The homestanding Eagles on top. They came into tonight 11-11, 5-4 in the region. Tattnall 12-10, 6-3 in the region. Power rankings very important here tonight with this game. John Kosader, your thoughts on the first half and how each team played, and give us our scoring leaders.
Well, we kind of thought before. Jarvis Smith told me this game would not be played in the 80s, and we're looking at a game 55 or 60 probably wins this game. Hard defensive game. Nobody's shooting the ball really great. Devin Butts 2 for 5, or where is that sheet? Devin Butts 3 for 6 from the field. Palmer 2 for 6 from the field. Tattnall's turned it over 9 times, and they're 3 for 11 from three-point. It's whoever gets hot, Russell.
Right. Yeah, I agree. We've talked about this before this game tonight, and I agree. It's whoever's going to get hot here in the scoring, and probably midway through this third is how this game is going to run. I agree with you, though. These two evenly matched teams. Tattnall had their way with them, 83-67. As you said, they got hot with the 3 points in that game, though, too, because they matched the Eagles in that first matchup and surpassed them in their shooting from the field, and that was the difference in that game. I think it's going to be a much closer game here tonight, and you agree with that?
No doubt about it. It's a one possession game coming down the stretch. I just feel that way. I felt that way all day.
So the Eagles will take it inbounds. Christian Palmer, Isaiah Josie, along with Jack Miskell on the field, Butts on the court, and number 15, Will Baxley.
First football reference of the night.
Yes, absolutely.
Much better than the last time.
Yeah, that's right. You got to get reprogrammed. You've had much more opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Throw it inside, going to turn around and get a jumper, no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Griffin Hardy, and he's going to feed it out to Paul Kelly, and he's going to bring it across the half-court line. Eagles getting ready for their first substitution already. It was 7:17 mark, and they'll look to bring in Ben Baxley here in a second. Stanley going to feed it over to number 5, and that's Justin Walton. He'll turn it over, and Butts will come the other way, and number 3, Paul Kelly, will reach in and grab him. Before, I believe.
And they're going to talk whether that's an intentional foul, whether Devin had a breakaway. If it's an intentional foul.
They may think about that because he was pulling away and he grabbed him. And let's see if he gets a technical. Number 3. Yep. And he is going to.
That's free throws in the ball.
Yep. Going to the line on a technical. 25-24, 7:04, and Butts is at the line. And I think he's 4 of his 8 have been from the line, and 5 of his 9 now will be. And he'll get a second shot and see if he can strip bottom of the net and put him up by 3. Second shot up and good. Eagles to get the ball. Ben Baxley will come in for Jack Miskell. And Josie will throw it in from the sidebar here. Over to Christian Palmer. And we'll roll under 7 minutes, and the Eagles have control with a 3-point lead. Palmer feeds it over to Butts. Long 3. No, it's a 2-pointer, no good. And Jamil Stanley will come the other way. Stanley will drive. Kick it outside. He'll pull up with a jumper. Paul Kelly up and good, and it's a 1-point game at 27-26. Just when you think it might break, John, it evens back up in a hurry.
Well, Paul's got 12. He's doing a good job not relying on the threes, getting in that 12 to 15-footer, and he's hitting it.
Butts, he'll drive the line. He'll step on the line, go the other way. No, did they call the foul?
Yeah, they called somebody for a foul over there.
Yep, and they're going to call it on Dawson Brown. So Christian Palmer under the baseline, out to Butts. He'll fake a 3. Now he'll get a 3. Up and good, and that makes it 30-26. And the Eagles had their biggest lead of the night.
13 for Devin.
Kelly. They'll feed it over to Dawson Brown. Dawson Brown will run it inside, and he tried to go inside to Griffin Hardy, and he could not, and he turned it over. Christian Palmer will come back the other way. Eagles try to open it up a little bit here now. They'll drive the baseline, and the ball will go out, and it'll go to Tattnall's way. Get a substitution. Number 5, Justin Walton will go out. Caden Toth will come in.
Justin struggled a little bit, Russell. He's a freshman, capable of hitting the three. Tonight, not really doing a whole lot, and Caden Toth gives him a little bit more experience in that role.
They'll go Caden Toth, Brown, Jamil Stanley, Griffin Hardy, and Paul Kelly. Drive the basket, number 14. That's the captain, Christian Palmer, up and good. And that'll squeeze the lead out 32-26. 5:23 to go in the third. We'll take a timeout. GHSA basketball on ESPN. Glad to have you with us. We'll be back.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. Since 1989, Crosby Roofing has been the source of quality roofing in Middle Georgia. Inspections and estimates are always free, commercial or residential. No job is too big or too small. You can trust Crosby Roofing for a clean job site, no upfront fees, and a lifetime warranty on shingles. Discounts for senior citizens. Crosby Roofing, quality you can look up to.
Welcome back to Stratford Academy. Russell East, John Kosader. Trojans will have the ball, but they trail by 6. John Kosader, they're going to have to get a little tighter on the defense. Jarvis Smith not happy during that timeout at all.
No, that was one of those yelling timeouts. He was in a couple kids' faces, 2 seniors not really doing what they need to do. 3 straight turnovers. Hadn't got a shot.
Caden Toth will go inside to number 24, Griffin Hardy. He'll get fouled by Devin Butts. And so Hardy will go to the line.
Nice ball movement there. I talked to Jarvis Smith this week. He said this was the biggest basketball game that he's coached at Tattnall this year. That's the importance of this game.
First shot up and in and out, no good. Hardy needed to hit that one. Down by 6 with 5:05 to go here in this third period. Glad to have you with us here tonight on another edition of DSBN Sports. Tonight it's basketball. Up, no good. Christian Palmer with the rebound. Got to hit those. Griffin Hardy missed both of them. And the Eagles will come this way with a 6-point lead. Go to Josie. Over to Palmer. Butts will look now. Take. He's going to jump, but it's a 2-pointer, and it's up and good. 34-26, and they stretch the lead, John, to 8 points. Miles Morris will check in just a second, along with Connor Toth. Go ahead, John.
15 points for Devin. It's kind of a quiet 15 tonight. You wouldn't really think he's got 15, but he does. And this is a big time of the game right here for Tattnall.
Caden Toth up and shot no good, but Jamil Stanley was there to reach it and gets 2, 34-28. Butts now will drive, and he'll take it from the back side of the goal, and that's a beautiful handoff, one-handed shot from his left to his right hand.
That is Mississippi State right there.
More cowbell. 36-28. Take Jamil Stanley inside, up and good. Trojans try to wake up a little bit, 36-30, but back come the Eagles with a 6-point lead. Over to Christian Palmer. He'll get a look, but he'll pull it down. He'll back it off now. Try to penetrate a little bit, and Josie will take it and drop it back out of the key. Back over to Palmer. Stratford slows it down a little bit now, trying to look for a competent shot. Josie looks. Palmer with another long three, up and no good. Jamil Stanley gets the rebound. Trojans got an opportunity with 3:09, and the clock runs in the third. 36-30. Stanley will look. They'll kick it inside, and they'll turn it over, and Butts will come the way with a 2-on-2 break. Drive it to the basket, no good. Caden Toth with the rebound. They'll come the other way. Jamil Stanley, 1-on-1, drive the basket, up and no good, but he'll draw the foul.
Nice move, Jamil Stanley. Tattnall square, like you said a minute ago, Russell. Just a hint of starting to wake up.
Isaiah Josie on the foul. Jack Miskell, McKinley Thompson will check in after this. Up and no good, and the Trojans have gotten really cold from the foul line.
It's 5 of 11, Russell. Not going to win games, plus they've missed their last 4.
Miles Morris will check in. Connor Toth will check in, along with 34, Cole Rowland. Your other man on the board will be on the floor will be Caden Toth. Second one up and good. Makes it 36-31 and a 5-point lead. We'll get a timeout. We'll take it with them. 36-31, 2:48 to go in the third, right here on DSPN Sports. We'll be back.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches. We put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery. And our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. John Kosader, Russell Deese. John, the pace has quickened a bit.
It has. Devin Butts getting heated up a little bit. You know, it's funny. Tattnall Square is 5 minutes into this quarter. They haven't attempted a three this quarter. Highly unusual for this basketball team to go that long, but they have managed to turn it over 5 times in the quarter.
McKinley Thompson is in the game. Christian Palmer is in. Jack Miskell, Butts, and number 10, Ben Baxley. Trojans will go Miles Morris, Caden Toth, Jamil Stanley, Connor Toth, and number 34, Cole Rowland. Kick it back out. Now Christian Palmer will look at it, and we're going to get a lane violation inside. In the paint, it goes against Stratford. And so Miles Morris will kick it to Jamil Stanley. Will come the other way, and Trojans got a chance to cut the lead from 5, and let's see what they can do. Stratford has been pretty good in the boards here in this second half on defense.
They definitely have.
Rowland going to drive, going to kick it out, and it's going to go off Butts' hand. He's lucky he didn't turn it over.
Yeah, that was another turnover waiting to happen right there, no doubt about it.
He anticipated somebody to make the cut, and they did not. And so now they'll drive the basket up and good with the shot, and that's Caden Toth. And it's a 3-point ball game at 36-33 with 1:58 to go in the third. Butts will take it, and they'll pressure him. Now he'll drive the basket, beat it inside, up and no good. Rebounds Trojans. Jamil Stanley was there to try and block the shot as he went against Kiki Thompson. Jamil Stanley up, and it's no good, and he didn't even hit the rim. Got to take advantage of that break, and they could not. Come back the other way. Butts is going to lose it off his hand. Is he going to get a foul? Yeah, they're going to call it on him. And they're going to call it on number 11. I believe that was on Connor Toth. Nope, 10. And that's Caden Toth. Well, keep it in the family. Non-shooting foul. Trojans will get it. Kick it way back out to Butts. Long three. Up, no good. Rebound. Eagles will get another shot at it. Christian Palmer now is going to drive the basket. Up, no good. Go off the hands of Jamil Stanley. And White's going to get it. It'll be Stratford's ball. Opportunity there for Stratford, and they couldn't capitalize. Good defense, but they couldn't control the rebound, John.
Jarvis Smith is livid right now, not being able to get a rebound right there, giving him 3 shots. This will be the 4th shot. You can't do that against Stratford.
Palmer will pull the trigger from 3. Up and good. He makes them pay. 39-33 with 74 seconds to go in the period.
28 out of the 39 points, Devin Butts and Christian Palmer.
That's why they have the C by their name.
That is true.
Jamil Stanley now kicks it off with Toth. Caden with a long 3, and he cuts it to 39-36. Clock ticks at 54 in the third.
One of these role players right there, Caden Toth, off the bench with 9 points.
Christian Palmer will try again from 3, and it'll go out, and it'll go the Trojans' way. Now can they get it to 2 or maybe tie it up with 44.8 seconds to go in the period. 39-36.
That one's not going to go on Christian's highlight film for the year.
No, he'd like to have that one back. Sometimes you just need a little more oomph when you let it go.
He felt it because he hit the one before.
Yeah. Jamil Stanley now with it. Miles Morris will look at the top. Kick it over Toth again with a 3, and it's up and good and no shot. And let's see what we got here. What's the foul? And I believe that's on McKinley Thompson. It is.
But no basket.
No basket, and they took that 3 away, and it hurts. Can't decline that, I don't suppose.
Yeah, no declining in basketball.
That's a red flag, Jarvis.
Yeah,
get a
really.
review. Miles Morse throws it in. Jamil Stanley now with it. Kicks it out to Miles Morse. He'll try to drive it inside, and it'll go off. And that ball's on the end line, and that's going to be Tattnall's ball with 11.1. Devin Butts popped that ball out of there and tried to feed it inside, and he got it. Ben Baxley reached for it, and he bounced it right out of bounds. And so Miles Morris will take it all the way back to Jamil Stanley, who will come across half court. Take, long shot, Paul Kelly. He'll feed it inside, up and no good. He tried to go to Connor Toth, and it didn't work. Butts will shoot it with no time, and we're in the period. 39-36, hang on, one more to go. GHSA basketball on ESPN. We'll be back after this timeout.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming interiors and exteriors for over 100 years. Where you see a blank wall or old porch, we see potential. Add warmth and elegance to your home with an updated entryway, porch, or kitchen. At Cherokee Brick, we cut out the middleman and provide a robust selection of colors and sizes to fit your brick needs. Visit us online to find out more about where you can purchase Cherokee Brick, straight from the manufacturer.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. During the timeout, we're looking at our squares for the Super Bowl. I think I've been had, but we'll look and see.
There's no real money on it. We just do it for
this
fun.
This is purely entertainment purposes.
Russell, I think you changed headphones on me because these headphones are pinching my ears.
It's your ears have gotten bigger since.
My ears have not gotten bigger.
Your head is swole.
Yeah, maybe so.
7:54, 39-36. Trojans have it. Trail by 3. Caden Toth over to Paul Kelly, back to Toth, beat it over to Miles Morris with a long 3, no good. Connor Toth underneath for the rebound, 39-38, it's a 1-point game.
Wasn't this an 8-point game like 3 minutes ago?
Yeah. Well, once again, not a very good shooting night for either one of these clubs here tonight. I would say they're probably in the 30 percentile range, but Devin Butts says, I'll up that ante, and he hits a 3. and it's 42-38, and all of a sudden it's back to a 4-point lead for the Eagles. Feed it inside to Jamil Stanley, and it goes off the hands of Devin Butts. Miles Morris will throw it in underneath the basket. Caden Toth will handle it now. Back inside to Miles Morris. Jamil Stanley with a feed. Up and no good. You got to make that shot. He couldn't do it. 42-38. Mishandled the ball. And Butts will come this way, and he'll shoot a three and make them pay. Up and no good. Rebound, though, that time by Caden Toth. And the Trojans will turn and go the other way. So neither one of them with a good exchange on the offensive side there, John.
And you know what? You want Jamil Stanley inside. Jamil is banging right now inside.
Will Baxley is going to get called on the hold on the inside. They'll take it in from the baseline. Long three, in and out, no good. Josie no. Christian Palmer with the rebound. 42-38, a quick up and in, and it didn't fall for him. Palmer now is going to drive right inside, and it's going to get taken away by Jamil Stanley on a beautiful defensive block inside. And they'll come back the other way, and that's where you wanted him. Miles Morris will feed it, and he'll turn it over. Devin Butts comes the other way on a 2-on-2 break. He'll drive the basket. It'll get blocked, and he'll step out. It'll go Trojans' way, and they'll turn it over.
Getting things going now. The crowd's getting into this game a little bit. This is fixing to be a lot of fun.
6-13 down to 6-11. Paul Kelly brings it across the line. Miles Morris to look. Kick it out to Caden Toth. Three, good. 41-42. Eagles lead it. Trojans within one. Devin Butts will try to slow it down now at the 5:52 mark, and he'll hand it off to Christian Palmer. Palmer will look for a little leap. Devin Butts on a block, got a long three, no good. Come back the other way with Jamil Stanley. Trojans trying to get the lead back. Toth up, good, another three. Caden Toth gives the Trojans a lead back, 44-42, and the house starts to stand up a little bit now. 5:22. Gonna jam it inside. Somebody's gonna get a foul. I'll call a walk. Turn it over. Whip.
I've seen this too many times this year. Tattnall goes on that little 8-0, 10-0 run. And tonight, Caden Toth. Caden Toth was the leading scorer after the first three games. He's probably scored 4 or 5 points a game since then, Russell. The kid is on fire.
They're hot, and they've taken the lead back. 44-42. We'll keep it right here with 5:20 to go in the period.
Caden's up to 15.
Whew. We got, whoa.
Oh, yeah, finally. Finally. Crowd's in it. You can't ask for a better high school atmosphere than this right now.
Both sides trying to heat up a little bit now. Eagles had an 8-point lead, and Tattnall has come back with not very good shooting, John, and they have closed the gap and taken the lead back.
Well, they've hit, I mean, those 2 threes just huge from Caden Toth. He's a hard-working kid. He's a basketball player. He doesn't play other sports. He's a basketball player. And, you know, that's paying off right now.
Junior 5'10", out in the wing or a point guard, whatever you want to call him. Everybody interchanges the monikers now. But they'll come back out with Miles Morris, Paul Kelly, Caden Toth, Jamil Stanley, and number 12, Dawson Brown. The Eagles will go with Butts, Will Baxley, Jack Miskell, Isaiah Josie, and Christian Palmer. Paul Kelly with it now, works it to the side. Toth kicks it back to Miles Morris. He's got to look at a three, up and no good, nobody underneath at home. Eagles will bring it out the other way now with Butts. Butts is going to drive, and let's see, they're going to get the foul. Yeah, he is. Not a shooting foul. Almost looked like he may have traveled there, John. But they got a hip in the little blocking inside there.
Awful close, awful close. That's one of those calls those superstars get.
More cowbell. Inside, Stanley taking, going to throw it off Christian Palmer, and he's going to get hit in his thumb or one of his fingers, but I think he's okay. Stung him a little bit.
No doubt stung him.
I didn't play nothing without having tape on my fingers. Nothing. Croquet, I got tape on my hand.
Hey, that's okay.
4:51, Paul Kelly at the top. Over to Toth. Toth will look inside. And let's see, did we get a foul?
We did get a foul.
Was that on number 12? Was that Jack Miskell? It was.
Good call.
God, young eyes. Miles Morris will throw it in from the side. Paul Kelly. Look inside to Jamil Stanley. He stands at the foul line. No help inside. He's going to try to look inside. Kick it back out. Long three. Got it. 47-42. It's a 5-point lead with 4:28. Trojans back on top. Butts works it inside. Kicks it to Christian Palmer. He'll look at a three. He'll feed it inside. Jamil Stanley. And he'll get fouled, and let's see who they'll call it on. Now, that might be on Paul Kelly, or it could be Jamil Stanley. Let's see who it's going to be. It's going to be on Paul Kelly. So the senior guard reached in and got the foul, and that's going to send.
Beautiful pass, Christian Palmer right there.
Ben Baxley to the line. Go ahead, John.
Beautiful pass, got the ball to Baxley. Baxley went up hard, and they had the fouling. But once again, this little Tattnall square run, they're 3 out of 4 from 3 in the last 6 minutes.
5-point lead, and he misses the first one. Baxley will have one more. Trojans will try to put the mojo on him and get a rebound. Second shot is up and good, and it's a 4-point lead at 47-43. And that'll get Isaiah Josie back on the court, and that will send Ben Baxley back to the sidelines. And then also will be Will Baxley.
So we see pressure from Tattnall for the first time in the game.
You mean from Stratford, rather?
From Stratford, yes.
And let's see, do we get a foul here, or the ball go off of, I think it just went off of Butts. Miles Morris will look, and he's got a man. Back to Jamil Stanley as they cross the half-court line. Clock ticks at 4 minutes to go. Paul Kelly at the top, trying to direct. Trojans got Dawson Brown back on the floor. Brown going to feed it over to Miles Morris. He'll look inside, but nobody's there. As they'll keep Stanley out at the top of the key. Now they'll feed it into him. Boy, that was a 3-point shot. He wanted to look at it, didn't he?
That's about 34 feet out.
Yeah, that was an NBA. Miles Morris will pump fake, and he'll drive inside. Paul Kelly will take it, and he'll drive it outside. Now they'll go inside to Toth. Toth up, no good. Rebound that time by Jack Miskell. Eagles will bring the other way. Christian Palmer, now he'll run it inside, and he'll get the foul on number 13, Miles Morris, and he'll go to the line. So a 4-point game, John, 3-13. He'll go to the line.
4-point game, just what we expected. You know, it's good sometimes when you think you know what's going to happen. We're going to play this game in the 60s. That's where we're heading towards. We might not even make it to 60.
The over-under now, we're looking at 55. Can they get there? 55 may win it.
I think you're about right.
Second shot up and good, and it's a 3-point game at 47-44. Tattnall Trojans lead it. Ben Baxley back on the floor for the Eagles. Little pressure. Paul Kelly now. 3-on-2 break, but he closes quickly. Clock now under 3 at 2:50. Jamil Stanley looks for an opening at the basket. Now he'll kick it back out. Miles Morris with a look up and no good. Josie will get the rebound, toss it to Christian Palmer. We got a 3-point game, and the Eagles will come this way with it. Christian Palmer drives to the basket, up and no good. And Miles Morris may get called on the foul. We'll check it and see. And that may be Miles' third of the night.
Once again, Christian Palmer getting to the paint.
Think they called that Jamil Stanley got the foul.
Christian 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got 12.
Up and good. 2-point game at 47-45. Palmer can close it into one here. Second shot up, and it's good. He hit the bottom of the net in a key time in this ball game. And Stratford will do a substitution, and Kiki Thompson will come back in. Miles Morris will go to Paul Kelly. And now Stratford is working a press pretty good here in the last few minutes. Jamil Stanley will stand up and let his team regroup. Look over to Miles Morris, back to Stanley.
I see Paul Kelly.
And we're going to get a reach in that time, or a block by Jack Miskell. And they're going to get a reach in on him.
So Tattnall had it 47-42, and now they've missed their last 2 shots. Stratford survived that little run, and 1-point ball game.
Ben Baxley checks in. Miles Morris will throw it back across the timeline. Paul Kelly will bring it across. No pressure this time by Stratford on a press. Jamil Stanley now looks, thought he wanted to go inside and came back out. He'll take his time. Now he'll kick it out. Toth back to Stanley.
Good patience right there. No rush, looking for that shot they need.
Dawson Brown in on the floor now. Kicks it inside, misses it. Toth tried to go up. Caden Toth with a layup. No good. 96 seconds left. Christian Palmer in a 1-point game, 47-46. He'll look now. He'll throw it back out, and he's got his man over here, Jack Miskell, up and no good. Paul Kelly with the rebound for the Trojans. They'll come this way, and they'll slow it down. Stratford backs off the press now, John. And we got a timeout with Tattnall. We'll take it with him. 1:16 to go, 1-point ball game. Trojans lead it 47-46. You're listening to GHSA Basketball on DSBN. We'll be back.
To be the best, you need the best in hydration and nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport IV Nutrition.
Welcome back, 1:16. We're rocking the house with Aerosmith. Toys in the attic. We'll go to John Cosater. 47-46. John, both the teams kind of make a little mini run. Then defense or the shooting percentage will fail them, and the other team came back. Tattnall was down by 8 and found a way to come back in the game.
They're very good at doing that. I mean, this is going to be a very interesting 1:16. Don't be surprised if we get more time than that. This game kind of has that feel of an overtime game, Russ.
What a way to end the regular season here today, too, with this kind of crosstown rivalry game. Part of the, what do they call it, the 5-mile rivalry?
I think it's like 5, maybe.
Miles Morris to Jamil Stanley to Paul Kelly. Back to Morris. Looks at the top of the key. Tattnall trying to look for maybe something inside. Miles Morris may have broke away if he tried. Kick it out to Paul Kelly for a 3. No good. Devin Butts with 52 seconds and a 1-point lead for the Trojans. Stratford's going to drive the basket. Going to get fouled, and he'll go to the line. My goodness. Number 13, Miles Morris on the call.
Kelly left the 3 short, something he has not done very often in that situation. There's still 47 seconds left, and Devin Butts to the line, give his team a chance to take the lead here.
Betts will go to the line. 47-46. Misses the first one. This is big foul shooting right here, John Kosader.
I feel overtime, my friend. Do I get paid more for overtime?
Absolutely not. Second one up and rolls in. Goodness gracious. It hung up there forever. Finally falls and we're knotted up at 47. Now they'll press again. Miles Morris will go to Caden Toth. Toth will look. Kick it out to Dawson Brown. Oh, he had a look and he didn't take it. Miles Morris out to Paul Kelly. 33 seconds. 31 seconds. They'll look.
So we're going to go for one shot here. Tattnall is going to go for one shot. I really believe they're going to call timeout around 12 seconds. If I know Jarvis Smith like I think he does, or let's just see if he's going to run it.
Down at 12, we go to 10.
And he wanted 10.
Timeout. We'll take it with him. 47 all. We'll be back.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. 47 all. Russell East, John Kosader. Crosstown rivalry game to end the season. Power rankings on the line. Looking for state playoffs. Region playoffs come after this. John Kosader 9.9. Jarvis Smith took the timeout. What will he look for here?
Well, there's two people that are going to have the ball. I really believe it. Jarvis, I mean, you're gonna see Jamil Stanley probably penetrate, try to get in his lane. Possibility of him pushing it out to Kelly, but I can't imagine anybody leaving Kelly even remotely open. I'm thinking this pass is going right back to Stanley once somebody else touches it.
Very little time, 9.9 seconds, and we click. Jamil Stanley. Look, over to Miles Morris. And up and no good. He missed it. We go to OT. Yes, we do. Paul Kelly had a look at it, couldn't make it fall. Well,
who said something about overtime like 10 minutes ago?
You're just like
I am.
I mean, you're just like a savant.
Oh, baby, I'm Dick Vitale.
47 all. We'll take a timeout, catch our breath. Free basketball live in the GHSA on DSPN. We'll be back.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We want to be your Middle Georgia allergy team.
Welcome back. DSPN's presentation of Georgia High School Association basketball. It's a Friday night. It's a season-ending regular season game. It's a crosstown rivalry that dates back 40-plus years. It's the Stratford Eagles and the Tattnall Square Academy Trojans. Back and forth. John Kosader, we go to overtime with 4 minutes in this period.
You know what's good about this too, Russell? Nobody's really in foul trouble. The starters and players who have put numbers up are in the game. It's going to be a great 4 minutes.
Butts will go against Stanley. Stanley will control it. It'll go off the hands of Caden Toth, but Miles Morris will control it, and he'll kick it over to Paul Kelly. We roll under 4, and the first possession of the overtime belongs to the Trojans. Dawson Brown on the floor, Caden Toth, Paul Kelly, Jamil Stanley, Miles Morris. Long look for Toth, no good. He'll air it, and Devin Butts will come back the other way. The captain will get the rebound, and the Eagles will have their run. He'll drive the back, and Jamil Stanley will retake it. Miles Morris with a rebound. Jamil Stanley with a clean block, and the Trojans will go the other way with their second possession of overtime. Paul Kelly at the top.
Great play, Jamil Stanley right there.
Miles Morse, kick it over to number 12, Dawson Brown. Back into Jamil Stanley, up and good with a layup and a 2-point lead at 2:57 in overtime. 49-47, Trojans lead it. Devin Butts will get it from Christian Palmer and bring it across the half court. Butts now will look for a little inside action. He'll drive the basket for the second time, and he'll knock it a second time. It'll go off Stratford's foot, and it'll be Tattnall's ball go the other way, and the crowd will stand up.
Jamil Stanley coming up big on the defensive end of the basketball court right there. 2 straight blocks. Huge possession for Tattnall right here.
Now the pressure a little bit. Miles Morse. Paul Kelly, he'll kick it out to Toth. Toth will get it over to Dawson Brown. And he'll give it back to Caden. Caden to Brown. Inside to Jamil Stanley. Paul Kelly will now slow it down with 2:16. Inside, Stanley. He'll put it on the floor, but he'll look back outside. Kelly will kick it back in. Dawson Brown will go to the basket. Up and no good. Rebound that time by Will Baxley. Butts will bring it down. He'll look. He'll drive to the basket, and he'll turn it over for the third time in a row. Jamil Stanley may be getting in his head a little bit now. Paul Kelly way out the Toad. Stanley will drive the basket, and he'll get fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And I believe that's going to be on Will Baxley. It is.
Jamil Stanley coming up big right. He's a first-year senior here at Tattnall. We went to Jones County, transferred in, and he's had a very good senior season.
So Stanley with a 2-point lead with 96 ticks left to go, make it 106 ticks to go.
Look at Jarvis's look when he missed that free throw. 6 of 13 from the line, Russell.
Not good. You got to get better percentages than that. Stanley will get his second shot, but he's only got a 2-point lead. 1:46 to go. Second one is good. It's a 3-point lead at 50-47. Back come the Eagles. Devin Butts will control it as he crosses the timeline. Timeout, we'll take it with them. 1:43 to go in overtime. Trojans lead it 50-47. We'll be back.
Macon Boots is the newest addition to Midtown Macon. With brands like Rocky, Ariete, Georgia Boots, and more, Macon Boots can help you find the boots you're looking for with unbeatable prices. Whether it's boots for work, everyday wear, or maybe boots are just your thing, we have a whole selection from America, Canada, and Australia. While you're here, make sure to check out our authentic belt buckles, handmade knives, genuine leather wallets, and much more that you can only find at Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Welcome back to Stratford Academy. Russell Deese, John Kosader. 1:43 to go in overtime. It hadn't been pretty at most of the night, and at other times they've been really battling and efficient. 50-47. Eagles have it, down by 3. Christian Palmer will bring it across the line. Caden Toto covering. Beautiful pass inside, and he got a man in there, and that was Ben Baxley, and he put it right up. And Stratford's going to take a timeout. All right, John, it's a 1-point game, 1:31 now to go in this game. 91 seconds. What Tattnall need to do on this possession?
Well, one thing Tattnall doesn't have to do is take a bad shot. You know, they have the lead. They're in the bonus. They want their good free throw shooters handling the basketball. I'm telling you, Russell, if I'm looking at the game, one guy who's been very quiet but has been clutch for Tattnall all year, Miles Morris,
right,
the quarterback. He's hit big shot after big shot this year. Not going to be surprised if he has something to do in this last 131.
I want to thank our friend Dave Barwick from Apparel Authority. He has given us an update. The Macon Mayhem at the end of 2. They are knotted up 1 apiece. They've got a big, long homestand this weekend. Mayhem are on fire, baby.
Yes, they are.
Paul Kelly. Now Toth will bring it up. Miles Morris will be out with Kelly, and now Jamil Stanley will get it.
Very good free throw shooters on the court for Tattnall Square, but you want Stanley or Morris or Kelly really at the line.
We go to 70 seconds, and we're under it now. 105. 1 point lead for the Trojans. Couldn't close the deal to end the game. Jamil Stanley, now they'll kick it out. He worked it inside, Kelly did, and we'll get a reach-in foul. And I believe, let's see who they called that on.
I think that was Palmer.
Christian Palmer.
So he's 1-1, Russell. Remember, 7 of 14 from the line.
This is a pretty good foul right here. You're down by 1. You got 49 seconds. You don't want him to eat up more of the clock. Jamil Stanley. Can he get the first one? He knocks it down. It's a 2-point lead at 51-49.
Big free throw.
This one right here could be huge. This would make it a 3-point game with 49 ticks to go. Jamil Stanley will go to the line for his second one. Up. Good. Hit them both. 52-49. Trojans lead by 3. Clock goes to 46, 45. Christian Palmer looks. He'll drive the basket, and
oh my, that's a big basket right there by Christian Palmer.
Yes, it is, and I know Jamil Stanley was looking for the charge, and he didn't get it. It's 52-51, and Christian Palmer will go to the line. Stanley is rather incensed on that call, but it was a good call. I think he stepped into the lane late, and that's why he got the foul.
No doubt about it.
Palmer up and no good,
my.
and Jamil Stanley rather have it. Paul Kelly will look the other way. They'll turn it over, and the ball will go Eagles' way. 52-51, a huge turnover.
Big turnover right there. Devin's rolling on the ground. He gets a timeout. And now look what we have.
Possession error. They call it a jump. I guess they did, or they get possession error was toward the Eagles.
I think they said Devin had put control of the basketball and was able to call a timeout while he was on the floor.
Yep. Otherwise, that possession error would be the other way, and it's still floating toward the Eagles.
So y'all feeling like another overtime. Let's just talk about it.
31.7 seconds. This is a huge possession in this ball game right here. 52-51.
So it's Devin Butts or Christian Palmer. Tattnall Square knows it. It's going to be one of those guys getting to the line, trying to get to the basket. Butts has 21. Palmer has 16. Let's see what happens next.
They'll bring it back to the Eagles side of the court. Nope, they're going to make them throw it in at the baseline back at the Trojans' end of the deal. Christian Palmer and Devin Butts will walk back that way. Caden Toth will apply a little bit of pressure, but not much. So the Eagles will come this way. Tattnall choosing to play defense back under the basket. Butts against Jamil Stanley and Dawson Brown. He'll take and drive up and no good, but Stratford will get the rebound. Up and no good. Up another tip, no good. Miles Morris will have the rebound. They'll tie him up, and they're going to get a foul, I believe, and that's going to go against Christian Palmer, maybe.
That was 4 looks at the basket right there.
52-51, John, 11 seconds left. Stratford may have just hurt themselves with that look.
That was tough. They had 3 tips at it, a point blank, 2-foot shot missed. Devin had a tough one, but they got 3 looks at it, and they couldn't get the ball to fall. What a game. And now Miles Morris is still shooting 1-1. So this first free throw, huge again. And there's still 11 seconds left in this game, Russell, so plenty of time in Stratford to get to the other end of the court.
52-51. And the crowd has certainly gotten fired up in a hurry. 52-51, close game. Everybody looks at Miles Morris. He shoots the first one up and good. 53-51, Trojans lead. Got a 2-point lead. He'll try to make it an important 3 stretch here. Morris with the second one. Up, good, hit them both. 54-51, under 10-9. Christian Palmer gonna have to take a long look. He'll up and good.
Oh my God!
He was off balance and he hit it at 2.1 seconds.
God!
2.1 seconds. He tied it up at 54 apiece. Jarvis Smith will take a timeout. And the Eagles are rocking the house. What a shot by Christian Palmer. He was off balance, John. He just leaned forward. He had no arc on the ball. He just stabbed it in his back.
He wanted the foul. When he finally went up, all he was hoping for was contact in the call, and the daggum basketball found the hole.
Boy, there was no arc on that ball. It was like he lasered it through. It went in just over the front of the rim, hit the back, and in it went. 2.3 seconds left in free basketball. We may get some more.
2.3. Now where are they gonna get the ball? Are they getting it underneath they're gonna get it underneath the basket?
Yeah, it's gonna have to come from the underneath.
Jarvis is gonna do one of 2 things. He's gonna try to get it in Jamil's hand, push the ball to the middle, or he's gonna try to get it to midcourt and call another timeout. One of the 2 things is gonna happen. Probably gonna try to get it to midcourt and call another timeout.
Jarvis not happy with Paul Kelly because he went back down the court and he wants him there. They're going to try to get it to Jamil. And he's just going to try to get it to Paul Kelly, who's going to try to heave it up. And it's stolen by Devin Brown. Long 3, no good. Wow. Yep. Not for the faint of heart. 54 all, 4 minutes to go. Hold on, we got to take a timeout. We'll be back. Second time coming. You're listening to GHSA Basketball on DSPN Sports. We'll be back.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. Since 1989, Crosby Roofing has been the source of quality roofing in Middle Georgia. Inspections and estimates are always free, commercial or residential. No job is too big or too small. You can trust Crosby Roofing for a clean job site, no upfront fees, and a lifetime warranty on shingles. Discounts for senior citizens. Crosby Roofing, quality you can look up to.
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest at Stratford Academy. We go to the second 4-minute overtime, knotted up at 54 apiece. I said 55 will win it. It won't.
And I said we'd play in the 60s, and, well, it took 40 minutes to get there, but we might be heading to the 60s finally.
Well, they'll jump it from half court. Stanley and Butts. Stanley got it last time. Butts will get it this time as they both missed it going up. Christian Palmer with the big shot to take it double overtime. Up and no good. Jamil Stanley will take it the other way for the Trojans. Long look. Nope. Toth won't get it. They'll battle for the rebound. Christian Palmer will come this way with it. He'll get a long look. No good. Air ball. Ben Baxley couldn't hit him. Jamil Stanley now slow it down for the Trojans.
Fatigue maybe a little bit here because a lot of these guys are playing these overtimes too.
Jack Miskell will get ready to check in for the Eagles. 54-54, 3:16. Paul Kelly now over to Miles Morris. He'll kick it to Caden Toth, back to Morris. Tried to go inside Jamil Stanley and almost didn't get it, and he's going to get fouled going up. And I believe that's going to be on number 15, Will Baxley, and Will's going to be, it was Will Baxley. And Will's kind of come up limping a little bit on that left ankle. So Jamil Stanley hit 2 big ones a minute ago. Can he do it again? First one up, good.
All of a sudden, those free throws are going. They have hit their last 6 free throws.
Jack Miskell is in, along with Ben Baxley, and Jamil Stanley will hit both, and it's a 2-point lead at 2:59 to go in the second overtime. Hey, can't ask for much better than this. Double overtime and a crosstown rivalry game with power rankings very, very important this late in the season. And they're going to get him on an up and down on a travel, absolutely. And that was Jack Miskell. Miles Morris will take it. Trojans ball, 2:42 to go in the second overtime. Caden Toth is going to get blocked, and they're going to call a
jump ball.
Are they going to call a jump or are they going to call a foul? Possession error goes to the Trojans, so the Trojans should keep it. Timeout. Jarvis Smith will take one. Boy, do I need an interview with him after this one here tonight, him and Coach Sweeney. Timeout, 30 seconds. We'll take it with them. 56-54, 2:39 in overtime, number 2. We'll be back.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Welcome back. Trojans got it. Jamil Stanley inside. He got a man underneath, and he threw it inside. Good ball handling to Connor Toth, and it's a 4-point lead for the Trojans with 2:26. Devin Butts take and drive the basket, and it'll count.
Wow.
58-56.
Big time stuff.
That was a clutch basket right there.
Devin's got 23. Hey, we're getting it back to 1 after he makes his free throw.
Connor Toth on the foul, but to try to make it a 1-point game, he'll miss it. Jamil Stanley will get the rebound and try to get it out quickly, and Stratford's going to pressure now. Take and go to Paul Kelly. Kelly's going to get a look. He's going to feed it inside. Jamil Stanley, maybe one too many passes, and it was, but Stanley will grab a rebound, kick it out. Miles Morris, no.
3 seconds.
3-second violation, and it'll go against the Trojans. Wow, what a mistake. 1-point ball game, a 2-point ball game at 58-56. 121 seconds to go in this one. That's 2 minutes for you Georgia fans. Devin Butts with a 3. Up, no good. Paul Kelly will snatch the rebound for the Trojans. Miles Morris will bring it across the timeline to Jamil Stanley.
And once again, Russell, Tattnall should not be in a rush to shoot the basketball. They got to get something good. They're in no hurry. They've got the lead.
Yeah, make Stratford at this point, if you're for the offensive side on the Trojans, you're going to make, oh, beautiful feed, and he goes inside, and it's up and good. Miles Morris hit Caden Toth on a little give and go under the basket, and it's 60-56. It's a 4-point lead. Devin Butts with a three. Up, got it. Drained it. Timeout, Stratford. We'll take it with them. 60-59, 1:05 to go. We'll be back.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We've teamed with Mercer, and we'd be happy to team with you. Go Bears!
Welcome back to the Eagles Nest. It is wide open here now. 1:05 to go in the game. A 1-point lead, 60-59. Devin Butts hit a three to close it within one. The Trojans looked like in the second overtime they were finally going to put this game away. They could not. Both teams coming in with almost identical records. Stratford was 11-11 overall, 5-4 in Region 7A. Tattnall was 12-10, 6-3 in the region. They had bested the Eagles 83-67, a 17-point win before, but not here tonight. You got to earn your money. Double overtime, and it's a 1-point game. Stratford will press now. Jamil Stanley will take it across the timeline on a good pass from Caden Toth. Back to Jamil Stanley. Over to Paul Kelly. Going to get a look, 52 seconds. Miles Morse going to feed it inside, going to bounce it once. Jamil Stanley will get it kicked out back to him. Playing for a percentage shot. We'll get a reach-in foul that time by number 10, Ben Baxley, and Miles Morris will go to the line for two. Not a bad idea if you're Stratford, John, to make that foul.
Now, isn't this exactly what happened in the last overtime?
Yeah, exactly.
Miles Morris at the line with around 42 seconds left. He's right back there this time.
First one is up. In and out, no good. 60-59, it's a 1-point game.
It's a huge free throw here, Russell.
Oh, that's an understatement. Miles Morse. Good. 61-59, 2-point game. Timeout, take it with them. Double overtime. Trojans lead it by 2. We'll be back.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. Since 1989, Crosby Roofing has been the source of quality roofing in Middle Georgia. Inspections and estimates are always free, commercial or residential. No job is too big or too small. You can trust Crosby Roofing for a clean job site, no upfront fees, and a lifetime warranty on shingles. Discounts for senior citizens. Crosby Roofing, quality you can look up to.
Welcome back to Stratford Academy. We're on the hard court tonight, side of the Eagles Nest. It's a good one. We're in double overtime, in danger of going to 3. 61-59, Trojans lead it. John Kosader, it's deja vu all over again at the same period of the overtime.
We're in the same place. No doubt about it. Stratford, obviously, Devin, Butts, Christian Palmer get this shot. Is it going to be a 2? Is it going to be a 3? Are they going to get fouled? Both teams going with about the same 5 people for a long period of time. Let's see if fatigue factors in here.
.2 seconds. Christian Palmer will give it to Devin Butts. And the future Mississippi State Bulldog will bring it out to the top of the key, and now he'll drive the back and go inside. Look, no good. Jamil Stanley will get the rebound, but he'll throw it and turn it over. Christian Palmer up, no good, but he'll draw the foul.
Wow.
Golly. About let it get away. Go to the line for 2 on a shooting foul, 61-59.
You know, Russell Stanley got the rebound. He's kind of got pushed heading out of bounds. Just had to throw it up.
First one's up and good, 61-60 with 27.8 seconds. Christian Palmer, the senior captain, can tie it up. Good, and he does. 27.8. Now will they pressure, and they may. Jack Miskell will check in. Ben Baxley will check out. They will do pressure, and Paul Kelly will get it. Butts will cover him. Jamil Stanley. And let's see what the foul is here. We got a timeout by Jarvis. Is that what it was?
That's a timeout. Jarvis got real worried about Paul Kelly being in that corner over there. So they called a timeout. And Paul Kelly got a nice little face plant almost with Coach Smith.
We'll keep it right here with 19.4 seconds. There's right where the clock is when you look at it from where my angle is. They've got a pole that retracts that basket down there, and it's slashing right across the clock. And I have to look and see if it's a 9-3 or a 5 left, but it's 19.4 seconds left.
Well, we need to talk about important stuff right now. I think there's 19.4 seconds left.
I got it right the third time.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yes, absolutely.
What is the pay rate for a triple overtime game, Russell? We need to talk about this.
Listen, it's like a golf score. The lower you get, the better it is. 61-61. Well, the crowd is standing up. They've kind of ebbed and flowed a little bit here tonight, too.
Lots of ebbs and flows in this game.
Yep. So Miles Morris will bring it in on the side. Going to throw it long, and that was a dangerous pass. Coach Sweeney over there, he was working for that travel call.
Oh, yes, he wanted it.
Jamil Stanley out of bounds, knocked out that time by Ben Baxley.
7.7, people.
Tick, tick, tick. Miles Morris, everybody will press now. Go to Jamil Stanley. He'll take a look. He'll drive. He'll go up to the basket. No good. He'll try to get the tap in. No good. We go to triple overtime.
Oh, my goodness.
61-61. I don't know how much vocal cords I got left, but we'll get through it. We'll take a timeout, come back. We'll go for three. Third time's the charm on DSPN Sports. It's GHSA Basketball live from Stratford Academy. We'll be back after this timeout.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority, now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
And welcome back to Stratford Academy. We go for number 3, Russell East, John Kosader. John, getting pretty good now.
Well,
we might go for 4.
I think I told you before the game, Russell, that we were going to play triple overtime.
And
okay, maybe I didn't.
But you made it to the 60s. I thought 55 might win it, but
we may make it to the 80s.
We might. 4 minutes to go. Butts and Stanley. Stanley will control it, and it'll go to Paul Kelly. So once again, 2 out of 3 overtimes, Tattnall has controlled the jump.
And Tattnall Square's always had the lead in the overtime, and they've been unable to handle it and keep that lead.
They can't close the door. Jamil Stanley kicks it out. Paul Kelly with a 3. Whoa! Got it. 64-61, 3:29. Clock runs, 3-point play.
Beautiful feed. Jamil Stanley got it to Kelly.
He got a good look at it, too.
And, you know, Kelly hadn't had a shot in about 2 overtimes. He's dying to shoot the basketball.
Paid off for him. Josie now will try to set it up. Christian Palmer, Devin Butts. He'll look for a three. Up. Rebound, who does it go off? And it's going to go to the Trojans' way. Boy, that was close right there.
Devin's three online. Looked from here like it was going down.
And that was Baxley, and that was Will Baxley, and he'll come out now, and Jack Miskell will come back in. And I'm telling you, I think Will's got a problem with that ankle here, and he's had it since the second period. And they're going to turn the ball over.
They turned it over in that situation.
Wow, on an inbound pass. Did he step on the line?
I'm not sure what he did.
Christian Palmer going to kick it out to Butts. He's going to get a look at a three. Going to get another look. Christian Palmer now. Way over to Butts. He's going to do it anyway. Pulls the trigger. Got it. 64 all. We're tied. Miles Morris to Paul Kelly. Jamil Stanley will take it up. My, was that turnover costly for the Trojans.
Russell, we're tied up again, by the way.
Yes, we are.
You know.
2:34-64 all. Take it inside, going to turn it over, and they will. And they'll come this way with Christian Palmer. He'll get a look up. Stratford's got the lead for the first time in overtime. It's 66-64, and they'll go to the line, I believe. Let's see. Now they're going to call Butts on a foul. Yep. Wait a minute.
Not sure what that was, whether he slapped the ball and they gave him a delay warning or something.
Well,
nothing serious, though.
66-64. Trojans for the first time in overtime trail. They've led it in all three at one point, but this is the first time they're down. Paul Kelly with a look and a long three. Got it! Got it! 69, 67, 66.
That was a bomb.
157. Up and good by Devin Butts. Back and forth we go. 148, 147, 68, 67. Paul Kelly looks. Devin Butts has got on fire in overtime. Caden Toth to Miles Morris. Back to Toth. Inside to Jamil Stanley. He tried to turn it over. Oh, no good on a three-point try. Eagles lead at 122. Devin Butts got it. And they'll slow it down. 119, 118, 17. A one-point lead for the Eagles. We're in triple overtime. Devin Butts is going to drive, back it out. Kick it back to Christian Palmer now.
They will foul. Get inside about 50 seconds. They're going to foul, and you're going to have to foul. That's why Palmer and Butts are the only two touching the basketball.
And what do we got? We got a timeout.
Timeout Stratford.
Timeout Stratford. Catch your breath. 52 one-point lead. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds. We'll be back on DSBN. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Buzzer sounds, we're back on time. John Kosader. Words of wisdom here. Steady, son. 52 seconds to go. 1 point lead for the Eagles. Man, this has been fun.
So this is what happens now, Russell. You know Devin Butts, Christian Palmer, they're going to go to the line in the matter of 5 or 6, 10 seconds at the most, and they're going to have a chance to give their team a 3-point lead very, very soon. I can't imagine them letting it go much longer.
Under 42.
Foul. Yeah, I'd be jumping on. Yeah, see the yep, they got him.
But that's a foul, but he's not going to go to the basket. Yeah, he will.
The minute somebody else touched the ball, but Butts and Palmer, they jumped on.
Ben Baxley will go to the line. The Eagles got a 1-point lead, 68-67, 36.4 seconds left in this one. We're in triple overtime, and it's been a good one. Jack Miskell checks out, and Ben Baxley will hit the first one. It is a 2-point lead for the Eagles, and this is a huge basket right here, John, coming up for Miskell.
Well, it's a lot harder to make a 3 than it is a 2. There's still 36 seconds, lots of time.
Second one rolls in, and it's 70-67 with 35 seconds left. Paul Kelly wants a look, or will it be Stanley? Miles Morris. It's been a while since he shot one. Don't want to get into a trap. 20 seconds to go.
Now you're just about going to have to 2 to 3 here.
Jamil Stanley goes inside. It's a 1-point game with 11 seconds left. 70-69. Now you got a quick foul coming as soon as the inbounds pass here on a 1-point game.
No doubt about it. Got a foul on the touch. As soon as they get the ball in, they've got to foul. Dawson Brown going to check in.
Well, this has been a fantastic game here tonight, and it's always better when it's a crosstown rivalry. And that's exactly the best of both worlds we've had here tonight. Game started slow, would quicken up a little bit. Nobody was really shooting red hot. And in reality, John, they're still not shooting red hot.
No, it hadn't been a great shooting game. I've got numbers. Devin Butts, 11 of 23 from the field. He's got 31. Christian Palmer, 7 of 15 from the field, 23 points. Tattnall, 9 for 26 from 3. That's, a little lower than what they usually are. But, wow, what a effort both of these teams have put into this game.
Dave Bark at Apparel Authority gives us an update on the Macon Mayhem. They lost 3-1. Devin Butts.
Why aren't you fouling? Why aren't you fouling?
Yeah. 6 seconds, and he'll get the foul. And is that Paul Kelly? He'll go to the line.
And Jarvis Smith is fixing to get a hunk of somebody when they come out. They wanted the foul way back in the backcourt.
Yeah, you can't let him run up the court with 9 seconds to go in the game. It's a 1-point lead, 7-69. Devin Butts will go to the line. First one's up. Got it. 2-point lead, 71-69. This is huge as we actually have 6.1 seconds left. Make it a 3-point game. You got a desperate shot coming by the Trojans to try to make a miracle happen. Got it. 72-69. It's a 3-point game. Jamil Stanley will take. Look. Gonna fire off. Toth with a 3. He hit it. He hit it.
Oh,
and Jarvis called a timeout.
Jarvis had called a timeout.
Jarvis Smith called a timeout. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Oh
Holy
my
smoke.
goodness.
Holy smokes.
Jarvis Smith didn't like the way it was going. He thought the best thing he could do. I mean, who's going to know Caden is going to hit a fall-away 3 that's going to go in? Tough break for Tattnall Square right there. Jarvis is going to feel horrible about that. Horrible. But he made the decision. He's got to play. Tattnall can run right now. Tattnall's going to get a good shot right here. But look at Jarvis Smith.
God.
You just got to feel sick for the guy right now.
Yeah. And Sweeney's just going, oh, my God. This has got to be quick. 1 tick left on the clock. Somebody's going to have to turn it around from 3 in lightning speed. Well, here's your ball game. Out of bounds off Stratford. They'll get one more with 2/10 of a second.
And that's not even fast. That's not enough. They're going to add a little bit of time in this clock,
yeah,
I think.
I think so too.
I'm betting 0.5.
They might go back to the full second on this. Yeah, they're going to go back to the full second on this, I believe. Nope, 7/10.
Okay, you have time to catch and shoot now. With 0.2, you don't have time to catch and shoot. You have time to catch and throw.
Yeah. Throws it, no good. Paul Kelly. Eagles win it. What a game. And the crowd is loving this on the home court of the Stratford Eagles. What a basketball game. They're living it up into the regular season. They redeem the early season loss against the Tattnall Trojans, and they do it in triple overtime by a score of 72-69. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll wrap it up when we come back. All right, get your number.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming interiors and exteriors for over 100 years. Where you see a blank wall or old porch, we see potential. Add warmth and elegance to your home with an updated entryway, porch, or kitchen. At Cherokee Brick, we cut out the middleman and provide a robust selection of colors and sizes to fit your brick needs. Visit us online to find out more about where you can purchase Cherokee Brick, straight from the manufacturer.
Welcome back to Stratford Academy. A thriller at the Eagles' Nest. Stratford wins it 72-69 in the third overtime. We'll go to John Kosader. He'll give us some wrap-up numbers on this one here, and it was a good one, John Kosader.
A good one is an understatement. I mean, it was an incredible game. It's great to see Devin Butts down there celebrating with his classmates.
What a fantastic job by him and Christian Palmer tonight.
No doubt about it. Butts, 33, Palmer, 23. Russell, that's 56 out of the 72 Stratford points. I've seen that before, but I haven't really seen a team win a game when two guys controlled the basketball and scored most of their points. But 56-72, and they come up with the win. Tattnall Square, a heartbreaking loss. Paul Kelly had 21, Jamil Stanley 18, and Caden Toth 17. And both of these teams back on the court next Wednesday at Wilkinson County against to-be-determined opponents from the other half of the region.
Well, region playoffs start next week. We'll be somewhere. We got baseball coming up before long. You may not believe it, but we're less than probably about 10 days away from the start of the baseball season, and we're going to be there to bring you some action. We'll talk a little more about basketball later next week. We want to thank everybody, thank all of our sponsors, but most importantly, we want to thank you, the viewers. A tremendous year so far for us on DSBN Sports. We're glad you enjoyed the game. Let us hear from you. Like us on Facebook. Like us on Twitter. Let us hear from you at gridirongab@yahoo.com. That'll wrap it up from Stratford. Your final. Stratford 72. Tattnall 69 in overtime. That's the end of the regular season. We'll go to region play next week. That's going to do it. Our time is up. We thank you for yours.